Hello everyone, today's video is going to be on taming your Syrian hamster, and you are here again with your pets channel. Well, to those of you who are especially new to Syrian hamster, and for those of you who are the first time Syrian hamster handlers and owners, there would be a few general tips for you to really bear in mind if you want to have a successful taming process, and if you wish not to end up having an aggressive Syrian hamster as your pet, or a biter for that matter. The first thing first that you must always remember when you first bring your hamster home, try to minimize direct contact and handling, and allow your Syrian hamster to adjust to its new environment in its cage before trying on this taming process. Well, he will likely be confused and frightened by the changes in its surroundings since you brought him home, and try not to handle him so much so for the next 24 hours, a day or two, depending of each individual personality. Always place your hamster cage in the central location in your home once he had settled into his new habitat, and this will allow him to see you and hear your voice throughout the day and night. And bear in mind that do place him in a quiet environment away from excessive noise, not like near the television set or noisy area where kids are playing and things like that, as this will only frighten and slow down this whole process thing. Well, the next thing is you can start slowly talking softly and gently to your New Zealand hamster, and place your clean, closed hand inside your hamster cage in a couple of times each day for several days, and let him get used to your smell and scents. Unless he is very shy, he should be able to approach your hands and sniff on it, and you can try to bait him or lure him using sunflower seeds, um, or any treats for that matter, like bits of raisins and dry fruit. And any incorrect handling, just bear in mind, will lead to biting and aggressiveness in a Syrian hamster. Prepare a private area or space, and some small containers, tubes, or cup to scoop up your Syrian hamster once you feel that he or she has start eating and drinking, and it is the time that you can have direct contact with your new friend. Do it slowly and with patience, and gently, but with consistency, each day for at least 15 to 20 minutes for that matter, before he or she will eventually get used to being handled. Once he or she is finally let out from the cage and into this private area, ensure that this private area is there is only you and the creature, and not so many people around, no kids, no nothing. This whole process has to be between you and the creature to get to know each other. As you can see in this video, you can also use indirect contact. You can have indirect contact by using the small tubes to slowly lift up this creature once he or she has successfully and securely be inside this tube, and then you can place this creature on your lap. You can also use small cups and also small containers to slowly scoop him up gently, so gently that he or she may not even realize that the thing is moving. This container here allows a bigger space for the creature to move around, and you will have a more secure feeling and less frightened, unlike the tube and the small cup which you have seen earlier before. So once you have mastered the space, you can also try to use these hand scooping methods, which we recommend best for those who are not being afraid of being bitten, and who have used to handle hamsters or Syrian hamsters. Well, basically, these methods work best if you are not the first time Syrian hamster handlers or owners and have handled hamsters before. So confidently and gently, do not lift up the creature so high up as the tendency of the Syrian hamster to jump off from your hands will always be there, and when it reaches the ground, it will definitely injure himself. So try to quickly place it on your lap, and talk to it slowly, sing to it, and eventually it would recognize that voice and that hand that feeds him, loves him, and gives him all the attention that he can ever imagine. And in return, he or she will definitely learn to trust you as its owner and make a great companion to you on the whole. Well, you can also start to sit on the ground to prevent injuring your Syrian hamster in the event if he does jumps off and falls from your hands, and use your free hand to gently pat on his back to allows him to recover from that frightened stage. So when you actually spend some time playing and touching your Syrian hamster every day, rest assured that he will become and will remain fully tame eventually in time to come. For those of you who happen to have a shy or a timid Syrian hamster who has not been accustomed of being handled or have had a bad experience before and do not like to be handled directly so much, so you can also try using this tube as you can see in this video, and slowly let him gently go in and out of the tube from one hand to another, until he or she has learned and has gotten himself accustomed to being handled. And do remember, do not handle your Syrian hamster when you have just handled food. Do ensure that you have cleaned up or sanitize your hands and ensure that it is free from the smell of food, or you will end up being bitten or nibbled. And the tendency of you to drop your friend is always there. So this is actually not a very good practice for those of you who are the first time Syrian hamster owner and handlers, to ensure that you have a clean hand. You can then wrap around your fingers as you can see in this video and gently pat him and gently let your fingers run around his body until he or she has finally learned that, well, this is the hand that I shouldn't be afraid of, and this is the hand that is going to love me, and this is the hand that is going to shelter me, and this is the hand that I can trust. So, till then, consistently, gentleness, and with patience, eventually you will get a tame hamster. And for those of you, unfortunately, who had gotten yourself a shy or a timid Syrian hamster, or was still the one that bites, do not despair. Well, this group of Syrian hamster pups may requires a little bit more time and effort than those who have been handled before, but do remember that it bites because it's afraid and not because it doesn't likes you or anything like that. So, and yes, in this video that you are seeing right now is Pumpkin, the only pet, Syrian pet, that we allows such benefit out of the cage, out of the house, and together with us into the park, since she behaved herself so well. So, well, once again, for those of you who have watched this taming clip till the end, we thank you again for watching our humble clip. And once again, happy trying. Bye.